Josiah Zayner may no longer be a kid, though he may sometimes behave like one. But he is a real biohacker. He sells CRISPR kits on the internet to anyone who wants one. He once worked for NASA, but found it too bureaucratic. His living room has now been transformed into a packing division for biomedical items.
Hey everybody, we're here at the Odin in West Oakland, California. Come check out where CRISPR kits are being made. Over here, starting and left back, we have Alan making the media. Micah.
How's it doing?
Peter. And this is the kits we make and we ship out to people. So our kits come with everything people need to do CRISPR experiments. You don't need anything, no experience at all. So I grew up in like the late 90s when there was like this whole computer hacker type culture, right? Where it was like, you learn how to do some cool stuff and then manipulate technology to get it to do what you want to do. Well, I saw that like biology is this interesting technology and maybe different aspects of biology can be kind of hacked. This idea of like a biohacker as opposed to say a computer hacker started to be born in my mind. And I started to try to develop ideas and experiments along this line. And I thought, well, maybe I could make a kit and get that in the hands of people to show them how to use this technology. And then people, got really excited by CRISPR. I think the coolest thing about CRISPR is not necessarily like all the genes it can edit and all the things like this. It's that like everybody's interested in genetic engineering now, right? Even people who are like anti-GMO or like didn't like GMOs, now those people are interested in genetic engineering because of CRISPR.
Zayner experimented with CRISPR on himself. He attempted to make his muscles grow more quickly. The attempt failed, but his enthusiasm only grew.
My dream is that it becomes like more open, people become more open to human beings changing their own genetics as adults or as children, change the way we think about being human. Instead of just everybody being born with the genetics they have for their whole life, maybe we can start changing that up. And for interesting and fun stuff, everything doesn't have to be everybody, cure this disease, cure that disease, It's like, we get tattoos and stuff like that. Why can't we, grow a tail or grow wings or, how much scientific research has gone into like growing a tail in human beings? Probably like none. But like a lot of people probably think that's pretty cool. Companies can do that if this technology opens up. Or like growing wings. Who knows if that's even possible? Probably not. But nobody's trying, right? Or like different things, changing your hair color or skin color, growing more hair or less hair, or, there's so many opportunities for this technology to be more than just, another medical treatment or another, technology that only big pharmaceutical companies own. We think that genetic engineering is such a powerful technology that it should be accessible to everybody. So, in effect, nobody owns CRISPR and everybody does, right? It's kind of like, any sort of knowledge. Like, it's like saying who owns knowledge. I mean, some of the academic publishers might say they do and charge you $100 to read a scientific paper, right? But, in effect, knowledge isn't owned.
Zayner and Hessel both have the same goal, making biotechnology accessible to everyone. Zayner does this with his CRISPR kits, and Andrew Hessel through making biology digital.
My whole goal was to bring the tools of biology into the digital world, digitize them as much as possible, make them automate, make them accessible via computing, and put an open source business foundation around it so that we can share information and ultimately build a community that can work like the pharma companies.